In July of 2007, S&P made a major change to its RMBS rating model, but decided not to retest existing RMBS securities. The revised RMBS model projected much higher default rates for high-risk mortgages and required greater protection against loss, including 40% more credit protection for BBB graded subprime securities. That meant a 40% larger cushion to protect against losses. Reevaluating existing RMBS securities with the revised model would likely have led to downgrades, angry issuers, and even angrier investors, so S&P didn't do it. Moody's didn't either. After strengthening its RMBS model to issue new ratings, it chose not to apply it to existing securities. Recently, S&P has adopted a policy requiring retesting of rated securities within 1 year of a model change. A second reason the credit rating agencies didn't blow the whistle sooner on poorly performing RMBS and CDO securities was competition. The drive for market share and the revenues from increased volumes of ratings created pressure on both agencies to provide favorable credit ratings to the investment bankers bringing in business. A 1995 article captures how the credit agencies used to operate. A journalist wrote, quote, "Ask a treasurer for his opinion of rating agencies. He'll probably rank them somewhere between a trip to the dentist and an IRS audit. You can't control them and you can't escape them," close quote. Well, all that changed as the revenues from structured finance ratings came pouring in. Ratings and fees began to be played off against each other. For example, after a Moody's analyst emailed that he could not finalize a rating until the issue of fees was resolved, an investment banker from Merrill Lynch responded, "We are okay with the revised fee schedule for this transaction. We are agreeing to this under the assumption that this will not be a precedent for any future deals and that you will work with us further on this transaction to try to get some middle ground with respect to the ratings." Now, Moody's assured the Merrill analyst that its deal analysis was independent from its fees. But nonetheless, that's what Merrill was asking for. In another email, an S&P analyst commented, quote, "Version 6.0 of the ratings model could have been released months ago and resources assigned elsewhere if we didn't have to massage the subprime and Alt-A numbers to preserve market share," close quote. Some witnesses here today will describe how the environment changed from an academic culture focused on accurate ratings to one of intense pressure to get the deals done and preserve market share. The documents also show how the crushing volume of ratings undermined the rating process. Despite record profits, both credit rating agencies were understaffed and overwhelmed with complex deals that investment bankers wanted to close within days. The documents show how investment bankers argued with the credit rating analysts, substituted worse assets at the last minute, and pressured analysts to waive their procedures and standards. We even saw instances of bankers pushing to remove analysts who were not playing ball. And at times, analysts who resisted banker demands or challenged ratings were restricted from rating deals. A focus on short-term profits also permeated the industry. One of the witnesses here today will describe how, when he once questioned a banker about the terms of a deal, the banker replied, "I.B.G. Y.B.G." When asked what that meant, the banker explained, "I'll be gone, you'll be gone." In other words, why give me a hard time when we're both making a lot of money and we'll be long gone before the house of cards comes crashing down?